One morning, the door was open wide. The wind came in from the world outside. The daisies danced beneath the breeze. A chick, not Kai, dashed through the trees. It chased a bug past the fence and hay. Peep, peep, it chirped and hopped away. Kai stood quiet, eyes on light. It warmed his feathers, soft and bright. He watched the chick go far and fast, but felt the pull of voices past. He didn't move, he didn't roam. The words inside still told him, "Home, you're safer here, don't cross that line. No one outside thinks that you're fine. Peep, peep," he whispered, sad and low, to no one, with nowhere to go. The coop door creaked and shut once more, like it had done so many times before. If Kai stood near, for a very long time, Dad would strike for such a big crime. Rai had friends. They lived out far, got torn wings. Some had scars, they had bald spots, missing some feathers. One had one eye, and most wore leathers. They play rough games that leaves dark bruises. They punch who wins, and punch who loses. Rai liked that. Well, it's not what he chooses. Still he liked it, and yet, confused. At least someone looked my way. At least something filled my day. At least the hits are, for me, directed. With pain, it's cool. I feel connected. On Kai's side, on one dark night, the fox has crept toward the coop where family slept. With glowing eyes and steps unclear, with teeth like knives, he aimed for fear. "Fox wants meal!" He looked so riled. He stared at Kai, growled and smiled. Kai was scared, shocked, he froze. Heart beat fast, his panic rose. He made no sound, no startled cry, just smiled like it was his time to die. "I see your pain," the young chick said. "I see the storms inside your head." His voice was calm, too soft, too kind, and no one knew what's on his mind. The fox stood still, then slowly sat, tales pouring out just like that, of ditches deep and winters grey, of chasing things that ran away. He talked and talked until the sun was close to rising, then he was done. He didn't bite, he didn't stay, he left and seemed less dark that day. Mum and Dad were shocked by what they just saw. "Wow, oh wow," they thought with awe. He did everything they'd never dare do. Without him, they'd be in Foxy's stew. Yet Mum clucked, Dad also crowed. They made it seem like Kai was flowed. "You should have scared him, chased him out." "Why just cheep? Why not shout?" Kai trembled. "What did I do wrong? I faced a monster, I stayed strong, and no one said, 'You're kind and brave.' No warmth, no hug, no voice that gave a sense that you're safe and guarded. You're one of us, never discarded." Kai crashed, again in doubt, blocking thoughts, spacing out. "I should not feel or sense or deal with any discomfort. Don't hurt, don't heal. Be better, Kai. Do better, Kai. Have a harder mind and a heart of steel." So Kai curled up, hugged himself, and went to sleep, one eye with a tear, one eye with fear, with everyone around, but no one here. Rai heard the whispers of the neighbourhood fox, a big beast sleeping beside some rocks. Rai threw one stone, then hurled a pair. The fox snapped up with a sudden flare. "Ha ha! Come with me, Foxy, don't stray or roam." Fox followed close towards Rai's sweet home. Then Rai slammed the gate, snapped the latch secure. No one's getting ate, Rai was sure. The fox went wild, screeched and cried, claws scratching door, He tried and tried, while Rai watched and waited for Mommy's care to change what he hated, for fatherly words that were unstated. Be scared for me, please, for once hear my pleas. But his father snored, his mother rolled over. He felt like a snowstorm was killing a clover. By morning, the fox was gone, so was Rai. He slipped out with the stars. He had packed nothing, said nothing, and at the edge of the hill, he looked back, just for a second, just a glance. He wanted one cluck, one crow. Son, stay, please don't go. Book, book, come back, cuckoo, cuckoo. But they didn't. They don't care. No one misses me, none asked where. They never loved me. This isn't fair. He turned and ran, not towards safety. There was no plan, just away, not knowing the way. And he was right. No one followed. Not this morning, not that night, not when all roads were dim or when they were bright. Rai was alone. The coop felt smaller, or maybe Kai had grown. Years passed in silence. No scolds. The voices faded. The slaps, the yells, all gone. Just an empty, soulless space. One day, the wind howled. The coop door creaked open. No one closed it. No one told him to stay. The river sparkled nearby. A bee paused at the threshold, as if waiting. Kai took a step, then one more. His feet just touched the grassy floor. Hens and roosters, wild and loud, running through grass, under clouds. One called out, "Come play, don't hide." But something tugged from deep inside. He stopped, then backed away, looked around. Oh, was it okay? No shout came, no wings, no smack, no angry voice to pull him back. Still, his chest was tight and flat. So Kai sat down, and that was that, in the same old spot, by the empty feeder and the water pot, by the quiet, though the door stood open, and sun spilled in. Kai stayed still, held back within. Kai had learned never to leave, to stay concerned. All birds out there are dead or burned, he came to believe. Warnings they told, the stories they weaved, the space they hold. Do not ever leave. Kai was alone. Rai was a ghost, not seen at least, not heard at most. So he left. He was soon gone. Not seen at evening, not seen at dawn, not heard at all. And on the path to nowhere. Rai sighed. A moment later he cried. A huge part of him had already died. But no one cared, no one looked with love or angrily stared. Rai swam in rivers, chased butterflies, got into hazards and sometimes got high. He talked with owls, followed the trends, yet silence came mostly, at starts and ends. It was still cold and often was tough, his world still mute, still nothing was enough. And Kai, well, he stayed. He always obeyed, stayed close to the shadows, of the phantoms, of what was once his parents' wings, even when it hurts, even when it stings. He laid there, wondering about other things, because he never heard a bird who sings. He never saw the glow of sparkling springs. Kai was kept in a small, blind world, still tightly attached to strings.